Good morning. We will start session 9 on chapter force and laws of motion. So we'll continue with the numericals what we started yesterday. So it's question number 13. We'll just continue with the numbers given in the textbook. A hockey ball of mass 200 grams. So mass is given as 200 grams. That means in kg. Mass always in terms of kg. 0.2 kg. Traveling at 10 meters per second. Traveling at u is equal to 10 meters per second. Is struck by a hockey stick so as to return to its original path with velocity 5 meters per second. So v is equal to, it is struck by a hockey stick and returns to its original path, returning in the another direction, opposite direction what we can say, 5 meters per second. We need to be very careful in understanding here u and v especially. Calculate the change in momentum occurred. So change in momentum. So change in momentum is given by how? mv minus mu. In case, what is the rate of change of momentum? mv minus mu divided by time. But here time is not mentioned and they have not asked us rate of change of momentum. Calculate the change in momentum occurred in the motion of the hockey ball by the force applied by the hockey stick. Change in momentum is when it returned back, what was the change in momentum occurred, we have to find out. M of v minus u. So m is how much? 0.2. What is v? Minus 5 minus 10 minus 0.2 of minus 15. 15 2s is 30. Change in momentum is, what is the formula? Kg meters per second. What is the minus sign indicates here, children? That is because the ball is returning back to its original path. That is what the momentum has changed. It is not going forward. After it is struck by a hockey stick, it is coming to the another direction. That is why it is minus. So, some changes sometimes when you have to see in the book what I have given and what I solved in the class, maintain this. See, usually you can also say answer is 3. Change in momentum. What is the change in momentum here? Change in momentum occurred in the motion of the hockey ball by the force applied by the hockey stick to return its original path is 3. Or directly if you write 3, minus 3 it is understood. The same thing as the previous question how I explained it to you. When you write minus, it is understood what is there in the answer. If you don't write minus, then you have to give a conclusion saying that with all the statement, because it is returning to the original path in the other direction, right? That is why it is minus. Or give the answer in terms of 3 kg meters per second in the form of the given question. Yeah. One more important concept what I have to tell you, overall this sum or any other sum whatever we have done till now, I tell you all sometimes take it as minus. Why? Because now just imagine in this case, now this is a hockey ball which is going in this direction with a velocity of 10 meters per second. Something struck here, right? The hockey stick struck here. So once the hockey stick struck, what will happen? Its velocity decreases and the ball tries to return to its original path. Now other direction, opposite direction means what here? Not going somewhere here or here. No. When I mean other direction, opposite direction, it is nothing but the ball returns on the same path. This path. See, this is one path which is going. It is trying to return to the original path. Whenever this happens, we consider it as minus. That is the only understanding in this whole thing. Whenever we have tried to write minus. We had another sum, law of conservation of momentum. 2 men of mass so and so, they entangled. There also we had taken u1 as minus, right? The same thing. When it is struck by something, they retrace the original path again. That is what we meant to say in the other direction, opposite direction. Nothing but in the same path they come back, right? That's why it is minus. So I think it's very clear. We'll go to the next question now. A bullet of mass 10 grams, 14th one. A bullet of mass 10 grams. So mass of the bullet is 10 grams. So we'll consider that as 0.1 kg. Traveling horizontally with a velocity 150 meters per second, strikes a stationary wooden block and comes to rest in 3 seconds. 0.03 seconds. Calculate the distance of penetration. It is coming to rest, right? 0. Calculate the distance of penetration of the bullet into the block. Also calculate the magnitude of force exerted. Right? Question is very simple. All the data right in front of you. See, to calculate force, what we want? Acceleration. Mass is already given. So to calculate acceleration, we have u, t and v. Can we calculate acceleration with this? What's the formula to calculate acceleration? I'll just make a note of the formulas. V is equal to u plus at, can also be written as a is equal to v minus u by t. Then, or v square is equal to u square plus 2as. We have this one also. S is equal to ut plus half at square. And finally, F is equal to ma. So we have these many formulas. First of all, we have to find S. To find S, at least we require A. Even here we require A. So what we will do first here is, we'll find acceleration. Okay. Which formula shall we use to find acceleration here? I think A is equal to v minus u by t. So A is equal to v minus u by t. So v is 0 minus 150 divided by 0.03. A is equal to minus 150 divided by 0.03. So we'll remove the decimals first of all. 150 into 100 divided by, it is again 0.03 into 100, that 0 goes. 3 ones are 3 5s are 15, 0. So A is equal to minus 5000 meters per second square. Why did we get minus here, children? So is it correct answer? Yes. Negative sign indicates that the velocity of the bullet decreases. Of course, right? It came to rest. That's how the velocity decreases. That is why negative sign indicates that decreasing velocity of the bullet. You have to mention these things when you write certain things. See, whenever you get positive answers, you need not break your head, write anything. But whenever answer comes in negative, these things have to be mentioned. So, A we found out. Now next what we have to find? S we have to find. Which formula would you like to use? I think the second one, v square is equal to u square plus 2as. Yes, we will use that. I'll just erase this part. And last, using A anyhow we have got F is equal to ma. So v square is equal to u square plus 2as. 0 is equal to 150 into 150 plus 2 into as minus 5000 s. 0 is equal to 15, 15 is 225, 00 minus 2 5 is 10. 1, 2, 3 is equal to S. Therefore, shift this side. S is equal to 22500. So S is equal to 22500 2, 3. So 2 zeros cancel. S is equal to 2.25 meter. So the distance of the penetration of the bullet into the block is 2.25 meter. The last one, what they have asked? What is the force? Ma. What is mass of the bullet? 0.1. Into what is acceleration? 5000. So force is equal to minus 500 Newton. Decimal what we have there here. Oh, one second. Yeah, it is 10 kg, right? 0.01. If it was 100, then 0.1 would be right. 0.01. So this will be 15 Newton. Conversion. So the magnitude of the force exerted by the wooden block on the bullet is 50 Newton. What you can say. See, negative sign comes everywhere. You have to only answer it in the given form. The next one. An object of mass 1 kg traveling in a straight line of velocity 10 meters per second collides with to a stationary wooden block of mass 5 kg. An object of mass, 15th one, mass of the object is equal to 1 kg. Velocity, yeah, this is about the object and about the collision. So let us mention very clearly. So mass of the object, that is nothing but m1 is equal to how much? 1 kg. Is traveling in a straight line with a velocity of 10 meters per second square. So velocity of the object, I'll write below this only, how much? 10 meters per second. Collides with and sticks to a stationary wooden block, mass of block. How much? M2. That is equal to 5 kg. So what is its velocity, children? They have given it is a stationary wooden block. It is 0. Okay. So it sticks to a stationary wooden block of mass 5 kg. So it is, they both move off together in a same straight line. Calculate the total momentum just before the impact and just after the impact. Also calculate the velocity, combined velocity of an object. Now we all know that whenever an object comes and strikes another object, their mass becomes, it gets added up and the velocity will be the same. They travel with the same velocity. So now they have asked here, calculate the momentum just before the impact, that is momentum before collision and momentum after collision. Let's find them separately. Momentum before impact is equal to m1 u1 plus m2 u2. So m1 is how much? 1 into 10 plus 5 into 0. So this is, momentum is how much here? 10, what we got given by kg meters per second. Okay. Next what they have asked is, they combine together. So the second part, momentum after impact. Mass will be nothing but m1 plus m2. Mass will get added up here. So that is how much? 10 plus, no, it is 1. 1 plus 5, which is nothing but mass will be 6 kg and velocity will be equal to v1 is equal to v2. That will be equal to v. So let us find momentum after impact is given by m1 plus m2 of v. So which is nothing but m1 plus m2 is nothing but 6v. Keep this as it is. We have found out momentum before impact and momentum after impact. By law, what do we know that? We know that total momentum that you have to always write. Now why did we find separately here? Because they have asked us separately. Now write total momentum before impact is equal to total momentum after impact. That formula. So here 10 is equal to 6v, because velocity we have to find. Please write the statement, children. V is equal to 10 by 6. 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10. velocity is equal to 5 by 3 meters per second. Want to keep in fraction, you can keep it. Want to keep in decimal also, you can keep it. Further, anything if they have asked here? No. Also calculate the velocity of the combined object. Therefore, the velocity of the combined object after the impact will be 5 by 3 meters per second. The next one. These are again the same type of sums what we had done in the worked examples. An object of mass 100 kg, 16th one. Mass of an object is 100 kg. Is accelerated uniformly from a velocity of, that is u is equal to 5 meters per second to v is equal to 8 meters per second. Directly they have given has accelerated uniformly from 5 meters per second to 8 meters per second in 6 seconds. Calculate the initial and final momentum of an object. Also find the magnitude of force exerted on the object. So, what they have asked? Calculate the initial momentum. Initial momentum is equal to question mark. Also, final momentum. Question mark. These two we have to find out here. And we have to also find out the force exerted by the object. Why do you think they have given time here, children? Because to find force we require acceleration. That's why. Let's find out with respect to this. Initial momentum is equal to, it is mu. So which is nothing but, it is 100 into 5, that is 500 kg meters per second. We can do this directly. Force exerted is nothing but rate of change of momentum, that is final minus initial by t. We can write it, but they have asked us specifically initial momentum and final momentum. That's why we are finding this. Final momentum mv. So mass remains the same, 100 into 8, that is 800 kg meters per second. So by second law we know that the force exerted is nothing but rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force. So by second law, so the rate of change of momentum is directly proportional to the applied force, we know that. So directly I will write here, force is equal to mv minus mu divided by t. Directly can I use this formula? I can use. Still children, if you don't want to use this formula, you again know, find acceleration, v minus u by t. It's the same thing what you get. Then apply this here into acceleration. Directly you will get answer. So is equal to, what is mv minus mu? So that is 800 minus 500 divided by time is 6. 300 by 6. 6 5s are 30. Force exerted is equal to 50 Newton on the object. Suppose if I had not applied this formula, what you would have done? A is equal to v minus u by t. Acceleration you would have found out. Then F is equal to me. Both would be equally right. But since they have given this, I try to use this formula. Okay. Next one. 18th one. We also have an optional exercise in this chapter. The numericals are very simple, but that optional exercise we will be doing it in the tomorrow's session. So the last sum for the today's session. How much momentum will a dumbbell of mass, 18th one it is, of a dumbbell of mass 10 kg how much momentum, question mark, will a dumbbell of mass 10 kg transfer to the floor? So when it falls from a height is nothing but here distance of 80 centimeter. So which is nothing but 0.8 meter, right? When it falls from a height of 80 centimeter, take its downward acceleration. It is falling, it is a falling, that means it is a plus acceleration. We are not throwing the dumbbell up, that time it would be -8. With an acceleration of 8 meters, 10 meters per second square. How much momentum will a dumbbell of mass 10 kg transfer to the floor? When it is falling from a particular height, that means I will consider the initial velocity of the dumbbell to be 0 here, right? So, to find momentum, what is the momentum formula here? Momentum is equal to mass into velocity. That means I require velocity. I need to calculate the velocity of the dumbbell first. Then I can get the momentum. So which formula, children? A is equal to V minus U by T. V square is equal to U square plus 2AS. S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Finally, momentum is equal to mass into velocity. So I think we know acceleration, we know distance, we know U. Can we calculate V with this formula? Second formula. V square is equal to U square plus 2AS, where U square is 0 plus 2 into 10 into 0.8. So 2 8s are 16 into 10 is 160. After decimal, V square is equal to 16. So V is equal to root of 16. So V is equal to 4 meters per second. Velocity we found out. With the help of velocity, can we find the momentum? Momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Mass is 10. Velocity is 4. So momentum of the dumbbell when it falls on the floor from a height of 0.8 meter is 40 kg meters per second. SI unit of the momentum. Give the conclusion for this. So with this we complete the exercise sums. We have optional exercise, that is additional exercise, few numericals are given, which we will be doing it in the tomorrow session. Along with this optional exercise, that is additional exercise, there are 2 more numericals which are to be solved from the chapter is matter around the sphere. It's about concentration of the volume or concentration of the substance, volume of the substance. There are very few, 1 or 2 numericals only. A very simple one. We'll add that in this chapter only and we'll finish it.